What's good, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing good. We are back today for another video, and in this video I got a few things I'm going to be covering here. A few things with the bug, the stimulus updates that we've been getting, how the market's doing the past few hours, S&P and the Dow. I've been watching it. No major purchases for me because I have a gut feeling, guys. My gut is telling me something is going to happen in terms of we're going to have a big bull market or bear market. Something's going to happen. It's just a gut feeling. A little bit about Amy, whatever her last name is, the one who's running for the judge, Amy Coney Barrett. There you go. I missed in my head. I was thinking Amy Barrett Coney. That's how my mind works. And then a few things with the states and the voting turnout. Early voting has started in some states. So if you are in one of those states, you can go and put your vote. Go online, you can check to see if your state's open. Not all of them are. And then a few things about Pokemon, guys. Yes, Pokemon and finance are related. Okay, now before we begin, this is my Twitter page in case you guys are not already following me here. What are you waiting for? The fun never ends. There's a little follow button. You click follow, and on here is the best way. If you got a question, comment, concern, post it here. And I'm pretty active as of late. I have kind of been taking a step back because I got a few things with work that I've had to adjust. But for the most part, I'll be on here. As you guys can see, when I get my dividend payments, you guys can see. I'll show you guys how much I got, and that's free of charge. I'm not charging you guys just to see what I got in payments, so it's free of charge. Some gym stuff, some food stuff, and this Champions Path Pokemon box that I got very, very lucky to find. All right, let's begin, guys. Okay, so the stimulus check that we've all been waiting for, I've been on this thing like crazy. A lot of guys on YouTube are really focused on this thing right now because depending on what happens with this check, the markets are kind of reacting to it, whether or not you believe it or not. To some extent, the markets are affected by what happens with this package. People have more money to spend. Well, guess what? People like to spend. They like to consume. That helps the market. Okay? Now, over 200,000 Americans have tragically been deceased due to the bug. 200,000 people, guys. That's a lot of people. And less than 3 weeks away from the election, negotiations over a second wave of economic impact payments are still ongoing. The coming weeks will be crucial. Okay, one study, 57% of likely voters intend to vote for challenger Joe Biden, while only 40% say they will bring back Trump. Now, as you guys know, and I've been saying it before, the numbers don't mean a whole lot right now because day by day it's changing, and the same thing applied to Hillary. Hillary was said to be winning like crazy, a landslide, and look what happened. We got the biggest shock of the century, and Trump was elected president. Something I never thought I would say. Trump says he's willing to spend more than $1.8 trillion on stimulus package. Absolutely, I would go higher, and he said go big or go home. I'm not making that up, guys. He said go big or go home on his Twitter. That's what Trump does. Trump now appears desperate to pass a bill to provide a second round of stimulus checks. All right, his $1.8 trillion offer was rebuffed by Nancy Pelosi. They want more money. Republicans want less money. Trump wants more money. Your guess is as good as mine of what's going to happen. The president's rapid climb down suggests that he is very willing to compromise to make a good deal, which is good for people who need the money, because I know a lot of people who they wouldn't mind an extra $1,500, $1,200, whatever they decide to do with the child care and whatever other benefits you can get with the next package. All right, president's rapid climb down suggests that he is very willing to compromise to make a deal. He is still way short of the $2.2 trillion bill. I've been saying the same thing for months, guys. Not a whole lot is changing. Democrats want $2.2 trillion. Republicans want about $1 trillion. Trump's in the middle with $1.8 trillion, and nobody is willing to budge. All right, Nancy Pelosi, she risks alienating the electorate if she refuses to budge. Like I said, guys, is Trump playing a great game? Is he playing a horrible game? He's doing something, guys. He's been a negotiator his whole life. Of course he knows what he's doing. This might be part of his plan to get something passed, get Miss Amy Barrett into the Supreme Court, and make it look like he has things under control. and the market hopefully making a run up. That's probably what he is anticipating is going to happen, but we are living in times of uncertainty, and who knows. So Trump has again claimed that Pelosi is deliberately delaying the agreement for political gain. Okay, this is funny, guys. Trump tells Stuart Varney that he won't call up Pelosi and negotiate a bill because she has a lot of mental problems. Yes, that's a direct quote, guys. I didn't make that up. Any bill would have to pass through a Republican-held Senate. The Senate would prefer a much smaller, more targeted bill. Skinny relief bill worth almost $500 billion. Another round of checks for those who have been hit the hardest. All right, Bernie Sanders here, given his comment, he wants more money, obviously. This is the first wave of the economic impact payment was available to anyone earning less than $75K or $112,500 for head of household filers. So there you have it. One thing too, though, to note is this number you guys see here. I've been hearing that they want to adjust it to kind of make it less than this for people who really need it, but we have to wait and see. Like I said, information keeps on changing. It's hard to know who to believe. It's hard to know what is gaining traction and what is not. All we know is nobody can agree, and we're just sitting here trying to figure things out. Trump took a swipe at Mnuchin on Thursday, saying so far he hasn't come up with the bacon. So now Trump and Mnuchin seem like they might be on different terms, or maybe Trump is playing a smart hand here, making Mnuchin have more pressure to get something done. I could see that working out too. The prospect of a new economic relief bill before the end of October appears back on the agenda. Okay, so there you guys have it. That is the relief update at the moment. Again, guys, nothing has changed. We're in the same spot we were months ago, and this just confirms it. US bug live. Trump stimulus check cases deceased updates today. Worldwide cases are almost at 39 million. Over 1 million people have deceased. Recoveries almost 27 million, and the US cases are still rampant and out of control. Let's continue on here, see what else we got. All right, something about Zoom, prompt sale of alcohol. So, like I said, if you're living in the UK, I'm very curious how it's going to work out. The bars in the House of Commons estate will be banned from selling alcohol from Saturday. So yeah, I've been hearing that in the UK things are a lot more difficult, guys. In the States, we're a lot more lenient, but UK and different parts of Europe, I heard they might have a second lockdown. So that might further put us in issues with the economy. Stimulus package update: what happens to the economy without a second stimulus? Like I said, guys, Trump said go big or go home. Who would have thought the president would ever say that, right? I mean, like I said, times we're living, a lot of craziness. The economy was improving, though. Give him credit for that. And kind of the same thing, I kind of skimmed through this earlier. Democrats want 2.2 trillion. They want a skinny, Republicans are going to have something maybe like a $500 billion, a skinny bill, but Pelosi's not going to do that. And the cases are rising. Airline industries are still furloughing their employees. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, October 15th, that's today. I think it's the last day for IRS taxes filings. If you have any payments, go online, check your status. I checked, I'm good. So IRS stuff, you don't want to get in any type of hot mess with the IRS. It's game over, guys, okay? It's them versus you. It's game over. Now let's move on to the markets today. So the Dow Jones was down, but not a whole lot, minus 20 points. That's not going to really do a whole lot for you. S&P, kind of the same thing, down 5 points, right? So not a whole lot. Now, this is a site I like to use, market.businessinsider.com. Not sponsored, not paid. It's free, and it shows you for the day the S&P top winners, and it shows you also the Dow Jones, the top winners, and it shows you the top losers too. So you kind of get an idea for how the stocks are doing, if you own any, if you want to own any. This is just something, it's a tool that can help you, but before you do anything, you need to do a ton of research, and you can't just base what you're doing off of a chart, guys. You got to dig into it, and just because it's down, it might go up like crazy tomorrow. It might keep dropping. You just don't know. The markets are crazy, guys. This is the time we are living. But look at this. These are some good names here. Procter & Gamble, Coke, American Express, Apple, Verizon, Honeywell, Microsoft, J&J, IBM. Not a whole lot of movement, guys. Let's move on here. As I was saying earlier, Amy Coney Barrett. That's her name. This is going to be interesting what's going to happen too, guys. So it's over in terms of the questioning they had the past couple weeks, Democrats pushed back demanding the nomination process be delayed. Now, I'm not going to go through this whole thing for you guys, but in terms of qualifications, she is apparently qualified. She's been studying law for a long time. She's been in courts system for a while, and she seems like she's very, very well qualified for the job, so to say. The only thing is, if Democrats are going to delay the process because they feel Trump is rushing it, which is understandable, but I'm not a lawyer, guys. I don't know the legal aspect of all this stuff, but if she gets her position, which I'm thinking she will, because you got Kavanaugh and what was the other guy's name? The other dude. What was his name? Not Merrick. Gorsuch. There you go. I'm getting old, guys. My bad. Gorsuch, Kavanaugh. They both had to go through a whole bunch of public scrutiny and questioning, but they both got elected. I don't think Amy Coney Barrett has a worse situation than those guys, unless something comes out that destroys her character or something, but I don't really see it happening. So most likely she will be another conservative judge soon, and the voting is going to be next week. Yes, October 22nd, so almost a week. Exactly a week. Let's continue on here. S&P 500 ends lower as investors eye stimulus. Like I said, guys, the market is very, very sensitive to the stimulus. More money, more spending, the economy improves. That's what they are betting on. But at this point in time, it's hard to say, guys. I mean, it's going to cost a lot, and people might just need to pay for their bills, essentials. How much consumer spending are they going to do, even for the holidays? Things we're going to have to wait and see. Now, as far as early voting, as you guys can see, states seeing record early voting turnout amid the bug, which means two things. Alright, guys, my bad. I had to check something real quick. Okay, so back to what I was saying. There's two scenarios as to why we are seeing these record early voting turnouts. The first scenario, Trump is doing great. People want to re-elect him. The second scenario, Trump is doing horrible and people want to make sure he doesn't get re-elected. Let me know in the comments below, which scenario do you guys think is more likely? Scenario A or B? But look at these lines, guys. It is crazy. I have yet to vote. I'm kind of in the middle with this whole thing, the whole voting situation, but either Trump or Biden, somebody's going to win. So might as well pick somebody if you want to be part of the process. Now, the last thing here, Pokemon. I know, guys. We're back to Pokemon again. This is something I brought up in my last video, but this is new. Rapper Logic buys Pokemon cards for over $220,000. That's a lot of allowance money. Logic, who I used to listen to back in the day when I was in high school and college, but not really. I don't really listen to him too much these days. But he bought a PSA 10 Charizard, the highest rating offered by collectible trading cards, which means the card is in perfect mint condition. So, like I was telling you guys earlier, check to see if you have one of these Charizards, first editions. It could be worth a lot. $220,000 was the bid price for this one. You never know, guys. Like I said, I checked mine. I had a Charizard, but it wasn't mint condition. I mean, it was good condition, but it wasn't the first edition. The first edition PSA 10s, you gotta have all that for it to be worth a lot. And the last thing, if you do buy any of these packs, look at this. That's a nice box, guys. Oh, Charizard. That's a nice box. So they have limited quantity. I'm not going to buy this, obviously. It's not my strategy. But if you do decide to buy these packs, I have a warning for you guys. Just listen to me for a minute. Go down to the reviews. Okay, go all the way down. And look at this. The ratings, some of them are giving a 1-star rating. And I look at them and I say, okay, why are they getting 1-star rating? Look at this. Scam, scam, scam. Tin was resealed. Packs are previously opened. I'm posting this video. Obvious this pack was opened and the cards were switched. You can actually see how the border of the plastic were cut with a scissor and resealed. Same thing, guys. Repack. Absolute trash. Okay, this doesn't count. They just pulled crappy cards. That's your problem. Pre-opened packs, don't buy. Fake. Packs have been opened and resealed, glued on the bottom. So there you have it, guys. Like I said, there's a lot of sellers. See how their ratings are. Look into it, but be very, very careful, especially now. there are a lot of scams out there and people who are reselling it, retaping it, whatever the hell they're doing these days. Okay, it's the holidays coming up, and just check who you're getting your stuff from. That's all I'm going to say. And if you guys are invested in Pokemon cards, let me know in the comments below, what's the strategy with this, right? Because people are spending a lot of money on it, but you don't really make much from this unless you plan on holding long term and then selling it. But until you sell it, you don't really actualize the gains, right? So that's why I bought a box. It's not opened. Don't plan on opening it anytime soon, but that's kind of why I prefer invest in stocks and eventually at some point real estate, because at least those things are going to reward you every month. With these, you only get rewarded once you sell them. So that's why I'm not going too crazy, but it is good to diversify, guys. So anyways, let me know in the comments below, what are you guys doing with the strategy? The card looks nice though, I'm not gonna lie. The card looks very nice. I think that's a promo card that comes with it. Yeah, that's a promo. Okay, anyways guys, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Video is getting too long. I gotta wake up at 2 in the morning and get ready to go for work. So, a couple hours. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, don't subscribe. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like. Until next time, peace.